I've been thinking about how to share this, so I'm just going to share it privately. You're not just somebody that respects the gay community, because there's a lot of people. I'm openly gay. Everybody knows that I'm gay as hell, and I'm proud to be gay. But privately, there's a lot of stuff that people do privately that people don't know about publicly, and you shouldn't have
Yeah.
to do it publicly, because then it's almost like you're doing it for people to give you that gold star that you're a supporter. There was an incident that happened to me completely not even in your world, where somebody had called me a faggot for the first time. I had never been called a faggot my whole life. And I know Tiffany reached out, and you heard about it through, friends, and you reached out, not having to be involved, not having to support, not even having to check on me, but to check on me and to ask how you could directly get involved and help. And out of that came a resolution where, the LGBT Center and the Trevor Project, got a lot of support from that party that had nothing to do with you. And I felt like, wow, how do I tell the world this? I've been waiting to find a way to say that I was so surprised at how in tune you were with how I was feeling, the process that I needed to go through to feel okay, and the involvement to make sure that people were accountable that had nothing to do with you. I thought was just crazy. And I mean, I have people in
And
my corner like Tiffany,
that
that was
comes from
amazing.
our I think that comes from that came from the involvement in the growth in the relationship at that time, right? Like at that point, I got a better understanding of who you are. You got a better understanding of who I am. So it's a different thing, right? You're checking on someone that you're like, okay, well, it's not a bad dude, right? He's not a bad dude, and I don't want to see nothing bad happen. Let me make sure he's good, because at that point you are aware of just a personality. You are aware after having some conversation, some dialogue of the ground that some stand on. And I think for me, after I was made aware, and especially after I talked to Tiff, I was like, "You serious?" It was about like really just making sure, like, okay, not only you good, but hey man, let's make sure like that we get in touch with said person, and get in touch with said person. We found a great solution, but once again, where dialogue played a major part. Now, without the conversations that you and I have had, or without the ones that Wanda or Ellen, like the ones with the people part of that community that really hadn't explained to me, I wouldn't be able to think the way that I think. And I think when you talk about defending yourself, that's the problem, right? Because there is no win to defending yourself to people that don't know you. Like you're never you're defending yourself to a world that doesn't know you. So all you're doing is giving, y'all don't know who I am. This is who I really am. It means nothing. Like it's not going to land or stick, especially when you're already behind the eight ball. So it's not about convincing you of who I am. Like you don't know me. So with that being said, it's whatever you choose to believe ultimately is what you're going to run with anyway. I can't do anything but live my life for me, and out of that, there's going to come a lot of time, a lot of opportunity for people to make decisions on what they think about my person. If it's good, great. If it's not, well, how much am I trying to alter myself for other people? How much do I want to live my life for other people? I'm not in the business of doing that. That's not what I choose to do. So, in knowing who I am and knowing my heart, I think as I've grown up, it was about truly just going, hey, man, be the best you that you can be. And those that see it will glow and love it. And those that choose not to, well, that's their choice. There is nothing that you can do about that. But because I had an opportunity to talk to somebody, and I saw somebody that now I know in a situation where I could help and bring some light, okay, there's value in that. Let me give my value. Here's my value. And being a good person is showing that I give a fuck. So you got to see the other side that the people around me and the people closest to me know.